stays awake while the angels fall asleep. Riding through the city where the restless stay awake. I'm hiding pain and
what's up?
Staying late. Baby, is you mine? Look at me up in my eyesight.
Crypto popping. Time to start taking profits pretty soon. We're getting there.
I know something I've been feeding and I'm seeking out the worst of all. I'm saying I'm hiding the well, chilling with devils and dying to fail. Supplying the drug and the liquor, deciding if death is considered tonight, cause I'm feeling real high. Lately I'm losing my mind, feeling content I could die. I'm a piece out of the sky, feel like the world isn't mine. Always by the day. Her oblaces, there's no more paper for you. She played me like a villain in a movie for two. She whine like she the goddess, I'm a jest of the fool, yeah. Just control every move. Peace and outer space, I need to float away. She be telling me that everything's okay. Not okay, no. The day I let the pills tell me I'm great. Told addiction, you cannot control my way, no. Oh, I can do that like a cheat sheet, now I ain't slept in a week. All lies gotta be, but that young sounds so pleasing. Outlaw living life like Lord, please only free. One time, but at one times, maybe one time she'll leave me. Lately been thinking I'm sinking, I'm making the fucking dependent on different hoes. Slowly revealing the pain I can't heal, but lately I dabble in blow, baby. That's a little crazy. Nobody know about the struggle I had it under control. Now I feel like I'm slipping and no longer home.
Be right back, boys. Give me a couple minutes.
Just control every move. Peace and outer space, I need to float away. She be telling me that everything's okay. Not okay, no. The day I let the pills tell me I'm great. No addiction, you cannot control my way. Can't control my fucking ways now. I've been lost, gotta find my route. Yeah, my soul, she been broken. Can't conceal no more pain, no. My heart's feeling hopeless. She said that she don't like my type, but said that that's alright. The days been slipping, I've been tripping, tied between the legs. I got a different vision, every shoe's a different phase. I tried to hide, she chased me, got some tracks beneath my feet. I got a path of broken glass and all the pieces left beneath. I walked alone, wouldn't let me be. You wanna talk, let me rest in peace. She said she'll fuck me but don't wanna stay. I want you every single day. The bed's where you and me will lay. Then she fucked me side by side, we saying what a day. The way we lock our eyes, I see no other way. I'll live this high another day. She said that she don't like my type. That's alright, but we've been talking all the time. She want me, I've been living life. She said that she don't like my type. That's alright, that's alright. She said that I'm gonna have to change, and this ain't really working, babe. But don't think this the time to change. I spend my change on everything I guess I'm to blame, never the same. Wasted the money, need something to drink. She wanted my time and the world needed thanks. She do not love me, but she wanna stay. Forgive me, babe, or run away. I want the money, the green.
Alright, perfect. I made it back in time.
Woo!
Woo, baby. Crypto popping off. What's going on with everyone here? Hunter God. What's up, bud? Yo, what was with that one guy? You know, we were just chatting in chat here before the stream even started. One guy comes in here, first guy in here. He's got notifications on, I swear. He's like, oh man, Hunter's streaming. I gotta dislike his video. Before I said anything. You gotta be quite the grumpy grump. Alright, There we are. I cut the hair. It's the beard still got to go, but beard still got to go. But hair's cut, looking good. Sun's out, you know, cool. Sorry, I had to run downstairs real quick. And let's do some stream beats. Stream beats. Let me see here. Where are they? Give me a second. Okay. Where the fuck? Recently? There. Wait. Synthwave? Oh, this shit's creepy, isn't it? No, I want hip hop, dude. Where's the hip hop one? Give me 1 second, boys. 1 second. Where's the hip hop? Hippity hoppidus. This shit's so hard to find. Oh, there it is. Alright. Damn, that Teju fire, hey? Yeah, check it out. Wait, boom. Yeah. Oh, wait, okay. So it's like, oh god, get out of the way, microphone. There's like a bear up here, and then a bull down here. And it's all smoke, steamy. So, what I'm planning is I'm going back on Friday, and we're getting it all filled, right? That's just the template. And then I'm also gonna do, in Vancouver, there's a gas steam clock. Let me type what it is. Vancouver steam clock. Show you guys to see here. So I'm gonna get like this down on the lower arm there, and then like some shit on the upper arm. Get some Vancouver-y shit there too, on the chest. Yeah. That's gonna be cool because that steam goes well with the bull steam. Have it coming up. Gonna be all smoke. Oh man. You guys didn't think I was creative, didn't ya? Dang. Creative and good at trading? And as Alex Becker would say, and has an amazing bot and is friendly. is PG. Right. Alright, boys. Nice to start it off with a couple jokes here. Bitcoin. Bitcoins. Buttcorns. Right, Buttcorn's doing well today. Lot popping out there. I tried to take a long here earlier. I sent them both to the signals there, of course. I tried to take a long on this guy here, right? Right on that sweep of these lows here. I thought we might continue back up, touch the tops. That would have been a decent trade there. But we re-entered after we saw, you know, this obvious sweep right here, right? Got some lows here, right? Let me just draw it out. We got some lows there, right? Double lows, sweep it, react, right? We just entered in right away. Stops. Took profit a bit early, but because I had to get going, but that's all it is, right? So you guys know what we're going on. Oh, maybe I should starting in 2 minutes. Okay. There's a good chance we got the close in 1 minute, just so you guys know. So daily close, what is it, 1 minute? Yeah, 1 minute. So I was concerned when we were really dumping down here. It was going for blood, you know what I mean? What broker do I use to trade crypto? FTX and Binance. You can check the description if you want to give me like little bits of money. There's an affiliate link, but I don't care too much, dude. Affiliate links are so like, you might make like freaking across all affiliates, man, you might make like $100 a month extra. Like that's fucking garbage. Like unless you're just massive, a massive channel. But if you're a massive channel, then you're making money somewhere else, right? So like best case scenario, affiliate link give me like $100 a month. It gives me enough to buy a freaking Jugo juice each day or some shit, or whatever. Jamba Juice is the American one or something, I don't know. Yeah, EU fed well today. Yeah. So yeah, EU did real well. So I want to talk about crypto some more here in a second. because it's time to start taking profits seriously. Some serious profit taking pretty soon here. Let's look at EU. My watch is buzzing. So I took a long in EU this morning. Use the little fibbers there. Fibonacci don't matter. Don't need it. But this was a CPI news release. Yo, Hunter. Hey, dude. What's up? This was a CPI news release. We waited for this. I didn't want to enter on this one, even though I was dead on accurate. I did want to actually enter right here on that close, but the stop would have been super wide, and we would have been targeting. Let me turn down the music a little bit. A little bit fast paced. We would have been targeting kind of only like these highs, or you know, you could have gone a bit longer and gone higher time frame here. And look, like you could have gone way up here, but it's a bit far from me, right? So you're basically only kind of targeting here, and you're looking for like a 1 hour trade, aren't you, right? So this would have been the trade, right? After you saw that massive sweep down, we were very biased to the upside, so we knew that this was going to happen. What I'm thinking, boys, is, by the way, this is going to help you. So hit the like button. Whenever I help you, just hit the like button. It's fair enough, right? All right. So, if you know what direction it's going to go, which we knew it was going up. Why? Well, because we have this liquidity. It's gonna hunt this liquidity. That's still what we're looking for, right? We know it's coming up here. We know that we've had multiple weeks now being bullish, right? We had this previous week, we had this one, and this one opening now, very bullish, right? And the dailies showing no reason to stop, right? The 4 hour is not showing any breaks of highs, any purges of liquidity, anything like this, right? In fact, we're actually getting nice little sweeping bottoms like this in every case, right? So I'm actually surprised we didn't hunt these lows, but we knew it was going up, right? So what we think is, when there's a news release, maybe what we do is we just place a fucking resting order wherever there's liquidity. Maybe. But this is going to be, the caveat is you have to know what direction it's going, and it has to be a high impact news event, right? So this, I think some of my traders there, you know, in the group, they were like, let's do some shit like this and just throw the stop behind this level, right? And just enter on that one and just like be like, okay, fuck it, right? Some shit like that, right? And I think they did well, and I didn't get the entry. But yeah, I think Prickly got in on this one, right? Didn't you? Let's hunt. You got in the same trade. Yeah. This would have been a great trade if the wick wasn't so stupid. I would have taken it. I don't trade 1 hours, but I took this trade and we won there, right? All right, so what are we looking at today? I mean, there's no reason not to continue the bull market here. The bull trend, rather. I don't think so. I mean, technically this closed above. So it's not even sweeping that. But we're so close to this liquidity, so like this is going to be our target here for today. So we're going to look for a long, and we're going to want to hit that today at some point today. It'll probably hit it in the London session. So I'll continue the long, continue the trend. We'll see. Oh, turn the music down. Oh, it's still a little bit loud. Hey, I gotta keep adjusting it. Yeah. Okay. How's that? Is that a bit better? It'd be good to just hear it like a little bit, because it's completely different. It's different volume for me because I have speakers. So we're definitely looking for a long. Obviously, like right now, where do we think people's stops are, right? We have some stops right here, and we have some stops right here. So most likely that's where we're gonna want a long. Yeah, most likely that's what we're gonna want to do. We'll be looking for a long here. I mean, it's not great. Hope the blue wicks have stayed away. Yeah, Screen Master, we've been doing super well. Finally got a haircut. Yeah, I just drove back from Ashes. I was over at her place getting a haircut. I mean, I didn't have time to do the beard, but we'll get the beer. Get some vodka open. So I'm quitting drinking for a while. At least for a while. I'm not saying forever, but at least for a long time. I might do some things like, you know, it's always real fun to like, you know, if you got to celebrate something, you pop a bottle of champagne, that's fine. Or have a glass of wine with dinner, that's fine. I don't want to be party drinking anymore, because it's just such a waste. It's such a waste of your life, dude. And then you got to recover the next day from like, it's not even hangover. It's just like you're tired, right? And I used to be sober. And I would just still hang out with my friends. And I'm just as much of an asshole when I'm drunk versus sober, right? So it's just as much fun. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like a social stigma to have to drink. So I'm quitting it again. But it's nice, you know, if you celebrate something, like have some wine, have some champagne or something. But that's fine. As long as it's not like partying, drinking. I'll just fucking take some shrooms or some shit. So no vodkas. Nice haircut. Thanks, man. I got a freaking whatever. So we're gonna look for long here. Let's jump back to crypto. Yeah, this is kind of what we're thinking here, eh? The daily close, nice, didn't it? That's real nice. Real nice. I had taken a Ethereum long back here with a 2x leverage. So we doubled the long, more than doubled on that one. I'm about to close it pretty soon. I also own a lot of Ethereum. This is just like a trade I took, right? Also, a link is getting close to closing because we're just targeting new highs here on link, right? That's a good one. We're gonna be breaking those highs pretty soon on link, and then it's probably gonna take off even more. But that's just for trading. That's for trading purposes. Is you wanna buy the dip, sell the tops, right? When you're just trading, usually, when it comes to crypto, you can target like a little bit further if you want to, but. What else? QNT, I think, also popping off well. No, the other one was Radium here. I bought a ton of Radium right before this pump, so I'm really happy about that one. But what are we saying about Bitcoin here, guys? Is Bitcoin's really going to rule the market? We just had a daily close, really good. I was a bit worried that this one was coming for blood, because if we had closed back below here, like right here, it's very easy, right? It had to basically catch it right here. This was our last point, and if it didn't catch it, it would have closed the day down here, right? It would have broken down, and then it bounced around, and then closed the day around here or something, right? So this would have caused us to really break down to probably this area. So I think we're good to go to 70k. So I'm going to start taking profit like once we start getting a couple days of impulse. And by profit taking, I mean I'm going to be cutting off a lot of my Ethereum. I'm going to be taking off maybe only about 10% of my total capital so that I can rebuy on a big dip. Here, look, Savage. Hey, thanks, dude. Party days are also over for you. Yeah, man. I mean, nothing wrong with like a family friendly type party. You know what I mean? Like when you're hanging out, you're making jokes with your buddies, playing a couple games of beer pong or something like that, and then, you know, maybe you take some shrooms and you giggle or some shit, or some people smoke weed or some shit, right? I don't know. But like when parties just go all through the night, like that's the shit that just really fucks you the next day, right? And then you gotta recover for the day after that too. You sleep so much over the weekend, and then your weekend is completely ruined, right? So That's the shit that you gotta not do. But there's nothing wrong with like a party. But that's the thing is like, you know, when you're hanging out with 20-year-olds, dude, nobody knows how to stop. Nobody knows, like, everybody thinks like there's not gonna be another week to live, or they're working like a shitty job, so they just want to fucking. I remember when I was working labor, all I did when I was off was just get fucked up, because I'm like, I gotta get fucked up now because I'm working a shitty job. I gotta spend my money, and yeah, I don't know. I was always craving to like, craving to like just do something stupid. Yeah, this one looks like it's coming down here, hey? One-minute structure. Yeah, this was the obvious point, right? We broke this high too. This is the obvious turning point, right? So most likely is we're actually going to come down here now. Previous area where my stops were, right? Where the stops were here. Hunt down here. So this might range for today. Because we need to come back and test this area too. It's still untested. Ideally, we would want to come back. This would be a perfect scenario for bulls, actually. We closed above the range. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back, get some people more time to enter, right? And then rally up. And we could have a really strong move, right? We could have a really strong, like, 70k. Because this is really bullish. Can we check index? No. What index? Index is just like index. There's thousands of indexes. Coinbase is tomorrow. What is tomorrow? You just said Coinbase is tomorrow. Tesla is tomorrow. I don't know what that means, dude. I'm on AVE right now. Please check it. Yeah. I have some AVE. I bought AVE at here. I bought AVE not too long ago. Wait. Where was it? I think on this one. In March or something. I mean, we're about break even on AVE here, roughly. Maybe a little bit of profit. The obvious point was right here that it could have hunted, right? So your stop should have been down here if you were to buy AVE, right? But most likely this is going to continue up now, right? Now that it's kind of tested that below. Right, let's just look at a lower time frame a little bit. I mean, we are kind of see those toss, but it's a strong rally. I'm not too concerned about these tops being swept. The stops were already hunted right here, right? We can just draw it. This one here, right, was already a stop hunt of this level. So it's not a huge deal that this is stopping there. It's just a little bit more. It might bring us down here and then continue up. Would be what's the one that we want to be concerned about is right here, right? That's the one we want to be concerned about because this is fresh fucking meat. IPO for Coinbase? Oh. Really, hey? Oh, US 30? No, I'm not gonna check US 30. I don't know anything about that, dude. I'm not a stock trader. IPO for Coinbase. How do I get in on that? I've never gotten into an IPO. You guys would have to educate me. Save somebody earlier from joining a shitty Forex account that would have taken their money, no problem. Trading Elliott waves only. God, dude. Elliott waves can work in trending markets. Not Forex. Not Forex. Not a chance. Not a fucking chance. That's like saying Forex has market cycles. No. Does Forex have a market cycle? No. No. It's not a trending market. The idea of like the Elliott wave is like you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever, right? So that you're trending up, and then you have a retracement in 2 sell-offs, right? You have 2 sell-offs and 3 buys, right? So you're every 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. That's the trend of it, right? But Forex doesn't trend, it just ranges, right? So Elliott wave is the dumbest thing you could be trading, aside from moon cycles. You made a killing on Doge. That's good. I mean, you made a killing on everything crypto related, right? So everything in crypto went up today. Doge went up versus Bitcoin, so it's a better investment than Bitcoin for today for sure. Yeah. But Doge still remains to be the dumbest investment. But sure, if you want to gamble, you can. I mean, buying and selling Doge right now is pure gambling. I mean, you could do it for fun, but it's not smart. And I'm sure people are having a ton of fun with it because it's so volatile. That's why people love it, actually. Where do we think that we are in the market cycle right now? Oh, that's a good question. Somewhere around here. The market cycle is about 75% over, just so you guys know. All right. All we're waiting for is a parabolic move, and then it's done. Right. We could see, let me just jump on Euro real quick so I can see. Not doing anything still. We could see, oh yeah, there's the sell-off, eh? That's what we're thinking. We could see 2 parabolic moves, similar to the first market cycle. Oh, and also, by the way, that pi moving average thing crossed over. Don't care about it. It's worthless. Doesn't matter. I'm telling you that right now. It's completely meaningless. They back tested 1,000 different numbers until they found one that matched it. Right? It's just an abnormality in data points. That's all it is. And they're going to try to make more liquidity from it. So there might be a slight sell-off as they're going to create more liquidity upside. Right? So we might see something similar like this, where we have 2 parabolic moves. 1, 1, 2. Right? Which I think is going to happen. Right? I think we're getting 1 parabolic move coming very soon. Right? I think we're basically consolidating right before the parabolic move, right? We're basically consolidating. It's making people think it's going to be a top, and then it's going to blast off sometime, and then people are going to be like, okay, we're going to keep going, buy into it, and then it's going to dump because it's going to create all that sell side liquidity, right? That's my prediction at some point. In terms of like the first sell-off, there's thousands of sell-offs, so it doesn't really matter what the first one is. So that doesn't matter. It's just slow trending until something happens that causes attention, and then it becomes parabolic. Once it becomes parabolic, it goes more and more parabolic because more and more people are buying. That's all it is, right? Until some big wig says, I've had enough, I'm selling everything now, right? That's what happens. And then you have the dip catchers, right? But then you have the people who said, okay, no, I'm just going to sell off really quick because that was too big of a dip, right? And it's the exact same thing that's going to happen every single time. You see this, look, weekly pop here. So we have all the little dip catchers, right? All the little sell-offs. And this is what I plan. So if it's less than a 50% dip, I plan to continue, right? But when we see like a big ass dip here, all right, 65%, right, or 50% here, right? There's a small dip at the top there in that case, but once you're seeing these big dips, then you know you want to get out right away, right? So you buy it like a 50% dip, right? And then you just get out on a retracement. So this was the retest that was like return to normal or some shit like that. Let's look at the previous top. Right, I guess these are weeklies, weren't they? So I actually do plan to buy on a 50-60% dip and then just sell it really quick, right? What's this dip here? Let's just search this one because I remember this one happening actually last cycle. Maybe this one. Yeah, so this one was like almost 50%. So this is what I would look to get out, right? If it's like almost 50%, I'd be like, okay, the market cycle might be over. So I'll look to get out pretty soon here. So I'd resell the retest of the breaker, right? So this is just the breaker, right? The breaker retest, but this was the last point before it moved up, stop people out, and breaker retest. That's all it is, right? Get out there. So you can actually capitalize really a ton in that small time, right? 50% gain. 50% gain in a very small move, right? Stairway up, elevator down. Yeah, exactly, buddy. Yeah. So you can really judge it just by like how much of sell-off, right? 30%, right? This is basically, that's how Bitcoin goes, like 30-40% all the way up, but then once you have a big one, then it doesn't go up again, right? So this one was huge, right? So we might get something like this. Massive sell-off, right? Might not be as big, right? Because this time it's a little bit harder to have a massive sell-off. So we might have a 50% one, right? And then we'll resell it when it comes back to the top. If it breaks the highs again, okay, then we're bullish again. That's great. But if you're seeing like a 50% sell-off, like let's look at these sell-offs here through this cycle. 45. And then that one consolidated for a while afterwards, and then you can be bullish again after it breaks out. That's my opinion. It's very easy to make money in the crypto market if you're trading spot. Very easy. It's just boring right here. This is where you don't trade. You just go do something else. But when it's volatile, it's so easy. You just buy the dips and then sell the tops. If it's going down, right? If it's going down, you literally just wait for a giant crash, right? And you DCA. You wait for a giant crash. You'd be like, buy, right? And then you'll sell it at your first buy, maybe. Or somewhere, right? So just somewhere that makes sense. You have to know a little bit about trading. And then it sells off again, buy, right? And then maybe you sell here for a little bit of profit or something. I don't know. It's so easy. But then here it's impossible to make money. Am I trading EU today? Yeah, of course. Take a peek on it. Yeah, I mean, I need a dip down so I can enter a long, right? I'm not gonna enter a long on the high. Right, it'd be silly. Right, yeah, boys. For providing any value there, you just hit the like button, yeah. Yeah, so I think yeah, I think I would say like this is like the first sell-off or whatever, like consolidation, basically. We're at consolidation. We're at the consolidation. It's been at consolidation area for like a month or two. It's gonna start blasting off here soon. Let's look at a different chart, right? Disbelief, some shit. Okay, it's like hope, right? It's kind of doing this, right? Kind of barely going up. I mean, this shit doesn't matter because it doesn't match exactly. But we're kind of like, okay, we're in like a hope, optimism, like so first sell-off. Like everyone's like hopeful. They're starting to gain. Like everyone is going crazy now, right? Like the smart people, they're already like getting panicky a little bit, right? They're like, okay, this is almost over because the amount of time it takes to go this high is like a month or two, right? So we have maybe another 6 months maximum in the market cycle. But if you look at this, we have a maximum of another 6 months, just so you guys know. So this is why I say it's like 75% over, because look at this. How many months is this? Since the bottom. 27 months. What is that? 2.5 years? Right? So this market cycle should be 3 years long, roughly. So it's very close to being over. It's just gonna blast off really quickly soon. And once it does, we start taking profit. Can you give an example how banks fucking traders on you? Yeah, like, okay, so you're the man. Hey, thanks, dude. That's how easy it is to make money on crypto Twitter right now. Yeah. Literally, if you lose money trading crypto bull market, you tried to short it. That's the only thing. If you bet long, you make money. Doesn't matter what you bet long on. Doesn't matter when. Right? It is the easiest thing in the world to make money on. Right? Is a crypto bull market. Literally, I don't even use strategy sometimes when I buy longs here. Like, I don't really have a strategy a lot of the time. Like, why did I bought this because it hunted it, right? But my Forex mind told me don't hunt it because there's more liquidity down here. Don't long, but I'm just like, fuck it. Just enter, right? Just enter when it starts looking like it goes the other way, right? You don't even need strategy. You just wait for the dip, buy, and then you don't even have to place a stop. You're just like, okay, I'll put the stop down here maybe, and then have super low risk reward. But, you know, you'll be right 80-90% of the time, so you're good. It's so easy, so easy. Okay, what are we doing here? Example of euro. Right, so Asia wakes up. They're like, ha 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 ha. We are Japanese. Pull up my knees for the Japanese. All right. We want some money, please. Okay, Jesus, I'm good at rap, aren't I? I'm good at the rap. Okay. So they wake up, trend is going up. They want it to go up some more, right? So they're gonna start tricking people, be like, okay, it's going up. So everyone's gonna start buying in, right? They're making it start going up, right? The reality is they're big money pockets here where they gotta order so much sushi every day. You know, their sushi bill comes to $300 per person per meal, right? Because they're ordering bluefin tuna mixed with caviar, blended into a little frothy thing, and they're drinking that as a Starbucks to get them hyped up for the day, right? And then on top of that, they're drinking, you know, octopus ink and eating their eyeballs for dinner. I don't know. That shit's expensive, okay? So they need some big pockets to fill here, some big bellies too, right? So they're like, okay, we got a lot of money. So we're gonna put our orders down here, right, where I placed it, right? Because this is where basically the Asia opened. So they want to fake us out, tell us that it's going up, right? So they just let the trend continue. They're not doing anything yet. This is just the trend continuing, right? People just buying because the trend is going up. It's nothing that anyone's done, right? Then what they're gonna do is they're going to create some sort of sell-off really quick, right? Because everyone's going to start entering the market and they're going to put their stops right here. So they're just going to press the sell button, right? And the sell button is going to cause a lot of triggered orders here, right? And then it's going to trigger all those orders to fill all these other ones, right? Then what they do is once these buy orders are all filled, right, it's going to start bringing it back up. They're going to close those sells at break even, right? Buy orders are now in profit. The closing of the break even is going to cause it a little bit dip down because this was a smaller trade, right? They'll dip down at that level, right? And then continuation up because people just saw the hunt happen. So they're going to start buying and the trend is still continuing up, right? So there's going to be a lot of pressure because this is a bigger order than this one. The trend is up and you have these people entering in that just saw that sweep happen, right? So it's going to explode after that, right? Boom, 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 boom. Easy peasy. That's how they fuck you. And then they're like, ha 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 ha. I've got all the ramen. I don't know if that's a Japanese accent. It's just a laugh. think Japanese is like a little bit deeper, right? They have like a deeper accent, don't they? They're like the manly freaking. They got like the manly voices of the Asian world. Japanese people, right? Either that or South Park has taught me wrong. You putting them profits into alts? No. I am not profit taking on alts right now. I will be selling off and waiting to rebuy. My profit taking on alts and buying more alts is only coming from alts, right? I've delegated enough from alts now that I will not be adding risk to alts, right? Because I don't want to add risk at this point. It's very risk off time right now. It's almost time to start taking profits, right? We don't want to be adding more risk. In fact, I'm actually closing a lot of my alt positions. I'm closing Ethereum, I'm closing Link, I'm closing QNT, I'm closing, I closed fucking something else the other day. RSR is going to be closing out soon too. I was looking for, no, sorry, Radium. I was looking for 15 on Radium for the long. 15. It's going to be closing out as soon as I can. They're getting pretty close. QNTs are going here. Where's my freaking, there it is. QNT's going pretty well. So I'll be closing out this one. We long down here. I want to get in and out quick now at this point. Once we start breaking highs, I don't like sitting in alts too long. Right? We're going to start taking some profits on some shit, and then I can rebuy because I know there's going to be a freaking 40% drop at some point. And I'm thinking it's going to go down to 40k. I'm thinking we're going to see a massive sell-off. What's my sleep schedule? I take naps so that I can trade all sessions. Full hermit mode, dude. I take naps. I take naps at night in between the sessions. Okay, so we see liquidity hunted, right? Wait a second, it might take a long. Start breaking up. I'll be taking a long. Give me a second here. I just gotta type shit out just in case. Just in case I want to take the long. Okay, give me a second here. We might be taking this long here, boys. If we see some momentum coming out of it, it would be a wise long to take. Right? I believe. I'm pretty sure we want to take a long, don't we? Give me 1 second. We'll keep an eye on this. Might be taking a long. Depends how we react, right? I want to see some good closes here. Just kind of keeping an eye on it. I need to pre-prepare stuff, right? Because if I will be sending signals to the signal group, then I need to actually type it out. Can I look at that chart? Yeah, I can. But I just want to watch this for a second here too. Please help. Which broker can I use with low spread? Look in my description, dude. What's my analysis on NAS? No idea. I don't give a fuck. Use volume profile basically gives you facts on value of price. No. No thanks. All indicators are useless if you know how to look at a chart properly. Yeah, so this would be, if we take a long here, it's basically based off the 1 minute. I wonder if we have a level to target here. No major levels going on here. That's the level. That's the one. Okay. Okay. We might be taking a long on this one here. Just want to wait a couple minutes, see how it acts. Yo, Hunter, is it the bank that fucks you over, a person with a lot of money or quants or? Honestly, it doesn't matter. Like when I say banks, I just mean somebody with money. Right? Doesn't matter if banks think that way. It just means like it's the only way that people with money can actually make money, right? In a market like this, is you have to fuck people over. Think the bear market will be different this time with all the big money? No. If you're thinking like that, you're thinking in a hope sense, right? We are traders. We think with only data. We don't think, oh, it could be different this time because of different fundamental analysis, right? We're traders. If you want to be a fucking philosopher, go do that. We trade past data, right? Even fundamental based traders, right? They trade data off of fundamentals over a long period of time. We're mostly TA traders, right? But if you want to be a fucking predictor, then, you know, take up, what's it called? I don't know. Future telling or something. I don't know. Whatever the fucking shit. Psychology or philosophy. I don't know. Something. I think it's gonna sweep lower. Yeah, maybe. This is a perfectly fine sweep. Oh, 1 minute. This is actually this is forming real well, actually. This is forming really well. Liquidity. Retest of the origin cell. Retest for more entry. All right. This would be the move up, right? This would be the move out now. Based off the 1 minute, yeah. You notice I don't keep the live stream saved to the YouTube channel. Why? I do. They're unlisted. You have to go into the playlist. You can still see them. The playlist is on my channel. You can watch them all. I just don't want to bog down my YouTube channel with a bunch of garbage, right? How many pips per trade would you recommend? I recommend that you learn what the fuck you're doing and you don't talk in terms of pips. People who talk in terms of pips have no reference to how good of a trader they are. Right? Pips is simply a marketing thing. That's why all these other fucking traders on YouTube talk in terms of pips, because they can be like, wow, 100 pip trade, right? And that's why they all fucking trade gold and GJ, right? So that they can market better, right? A trader who actually knows what the fuck they're doing is talking in terms of R, right? Pips is a useless term. There's just so much garbage in the Forex industry, man. Like, pips doesn't tell you anything. It's like, how many centimeters would you recommend your room to be, right? Like, well, it completely depends on where you are, how much room you need. Like, you know, it's completely dependent on everything else, right? You can't ever give an answer without reference to something else. So that's why we talk in terms of R. Because it's literally referencing your risk. Would you consider the volume seeing the time you're trading? I don't know what you mean by that. Would I consider like using volume? No, I don't need volume. Volume doesn't help me. It can sweep there for. Wouldn't you enter right now on a TP at the 5 minute consolidation high? There's a OB above. I don't know what you're referencing, Mohammed. Is Hunter your name to hunt the stops? No, it's actually my real name. But it works well. It works well, right? What's wrong with gold and the NASDAQ? I don't trade them, that's all. I focus on one chart because then I can be better at it. Right? I have them all up here so that I can click them, but I don't trade any of them. I used to, because I had traded a strategy that gave me fewer entries, so I had to look at multiple charts. But if you really know your shit well enough, you only need to do one thing, right? GJ, what do I think? I can look later. I'm just trying to watch this. I just want to keep an eye. I don't want to get distracted here too much because I might be entering a trade. Do I take partials? Yeah, I usually. Ask people to like your videos, man. I do sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I take partials when I'm not confident in the trade, right? So that I can still have a higher win rate, right? So if I'm not confident in the trade, like if I think it's gonna maybe lose, what I would do is I would take half off at 1R, and that way I can't lose, right? So it'd be like this, right? If I had entered right here and the stop was there or something, and then let the other half run, right? If I'm not sure, or a lot of the time I'll take half off at 1.5R, because then I'm guaranteed profit, right? It depends where the levels are, but I never take I never take anything before 1R, because then you're just wasting your time. I will only ever take half off at 1R if I really think there's a negative chance of it coming back to my stop, and then leaving my stop. Or sometimes I take it at 1.5 if I think that there's a little bit of confliction with my bias of what direction I want it to go. This is really ranging, hey. It gives me a worry of an easy breakout here and then a rejection. So that's going to be something we're going to have to watch, right? Because there's a level here is untested. So now that we're ranging here, it's going to be very easy for the market makers to come in and say, hey, a lot of people are trying to get long right now. So why don't we make them go long, print a green candle here, and then dump it down and stop them out, right? And then actually use this liquidity to take the real long, right? This is a really possibility of what could happen right now. Here, I'll check EU from Mohammed. Now that's kind of dumping down. I don't want to look at too many charts here, but if it's an EU chart, I'll take a peek. Oh, dude. Oh man, Mohammed, this is so funny. It's literally exactly what I said, hey? Am I using autofib? No, I don't know what that is. I just drew it on. That's so funny, hey Mohammed. That's literally the exact same thing I said. Oh, this is what you're trying to tell me before, hey? Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what you meant by that, but this is exactly what I think as a possibility. Now that it's creating this range, it's very obvious that this could happen now. If it didn't create that range, like if this was the move, right, and it just went up, I would have said, okay, yeah, it's blasting off, right? But we just gotta think about things logically. Like, what are the fucking bigwigs thinking, hey? So here's the rally. 5 minute got a nice little sweep there. So we're gonna give it a second here. How are you doing? I'm doing well, man. Doing well. We're gonna give this a second here. See how she goes. And I might have to do. Might have to do a limit order if it blasts off too much. Did I enter the trade? No. Not yet. Okay, we're gonna put a limit order. Okay. See if it goes. Okay, really strong 5-minute close too. Don't day trade, go to college. I mean, day trading took me less time to start making money than college did, and I make way more. So I suggest day trading, but that was me. And you know, you're not just gonna be like spoon fed, right? Seems like I hesitated on my plan. No, I did not. This was exactly what this is exactly what we were looking to make sure. We just have to find confluence that we're not actually going to reject off of this, right? So we might not hit it, but we're looking for a retest here. We might not get the entry, but we're going to look for new highs here, right? Let's see. Yeah, it's really explosive, but the only problem is I would have market entered, but our risk reward would have been really low, basically, right? And I don't trade shit trades like this. So we're looking to enter on a retest. What do you think of GJ? Oh, we'll look at GJ now that we're waiting here. Going down. Strong down move. Previous day was extremely bearish. We're coming down here. That's the daily level. 4 hour. Same shit. Local bottoms. We're gonna hunt those. GJ's coming down. Go up. Easy. Easy peasy, dude. That's what's happening. I don't think he's a hater for saying he hesitated. It just, I mean, it could have looked like I was taking my time to enter on that one, which is fair, right? Because sometimes you do need to wait. But luckily I'm a professional trader and I know how to make profit on average, right? So hesitating is sometimes the better option than losing money, right? I'd rather miss an occasional trade, right? And I don't want to enter, right? I would not have entered here, right? Because that's against my rules, right? So we'll see if we can get an entry here. We did sweep these tops. So that's a bit of a concern, but this is a really strong move. We'll see. Bit of a concern, but we'll see. That's filled. See how it goes. I'm a little bit concerned about this trade. There's not a whole lot that we can do. We've already decided to take it, so it might stop out because of this sweeping top. But it doesn't make sense to be shorting right now, so we won't short. Yeah, let's see how it goes. I mean, that's a good 5-minute close also. Oh, it's a little bit tricky, hey? Let's see if it works out. It doesn't look very good, does it? It's gonna be a great buy. Yeah, maybe. It doesn't look very good though, honestly, hey? See how it goes. I mean, this was a really great sweep of that low there, right? Hopefully she works. I'm pretty nervous on this one, actually. I don't have high hopes on it, but we'll let it run. I mean, we might re-enter if it sweeps low here. Right. Might look for the re-entry. All right. Not looking good, is it? Let's see where the 1 hour is gonna close. Yeah, 1 hour is super freaking bearish unless it rallies in the next 3 minutes. Mind you, 3 minutes is enough time for this to stop out, hey? Probably gonna stop out here. Now that it's just dumped so hard. That's unfortunate. Alright. See how it's going. You take trades specific times, yeah. Market opens. Yeah, don't look good, do it. I took it with a little bit lower risk, but not really. I don't like this one, man. It's gonna freaking. It's gonna stop out for sure. Yeah, very sure here. I think if we get a chance here, we'll just close it really quick. If we can, if it rallies up in the next second or so, because the 1 hour is gonna close shit. But I think it's unlikely. The 1 hour is gonna close super bad here. It's probably gonna come down here. Ugh. Yeah, there's the stop. Okay. Okay. We might be able to get a second trade. Where's the 4 hour close? No, 4 hours closing too. All right, no, I'm not gonna re-go for the long there. The 4 hour, 1 hour closing really shit. So it's probably actually gonna be looking for a deeper retracement here now. So I'm not gonna take that long anymore, and I'm skipping that short. This was the move. We're gonna call that a day. Yeah, that sucks. Ugh. That sucks. So we're not doing bad for the week, but the week's been real slow, hey. I've had 1 winner, 2 losers actually. In term for euro. Is it euro? Yeah, for the euro. But yeah, shit, man. This is how it's gonna rock it, isn't it? So funny. Yeah, we're gonna call it there, because now the 1 hour closed, the 4 hour closed. It's really shitty setups here now. Really risky to be taking a long now, so we're just not going to. If we had you know, been more bullish, then it would have been smart to take more longs, but not today. I think that's enough. Yeah, boys. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. Take it easy. I'm gonna make some dinner before bed. Yeah, I'll check you guys tomorrow. Peace.